Into I come, Omeri Olimizu. Abakare, Mamanda Ura, Ulapu Imeri Nande. Python dance one, Python dance two, my Python dance three. Ulapu Imeri Nande. Python dance two, my Python dance three. Ulapu Imeri Nande.
My great people of Biafra, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location or anywhere you are watching this video. You are welcome to this wonderful interaction section. I miss you all. For 2 weeks now, I have not come online, and none of you even bothered to ask what happened. So you are welcome. This is an interaction section where we'll give people opportunity to call in to air their mind and their opinion in what is happening. Please, as you are joining me, share this program, give it a like this video. Just click on that like video. It will help to notify more people to come in. So before I introduce the topic and I will start bringing in the people or paste the link here, let us pray. And this prayer we are going to be listening from Nnamdikanu. I like his wonderful prayers. Then after the prayer, we will start the program. Stay tuned.
Good evening and good night to some of you. This is a call. And I will pray in the language of heaven because SH0CK is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations and the damnable zoological republic are set free. agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro iwe enye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwere n'ụbọchị nke taa anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị onye ọ bụla anyị aka ikere nọ n'ọgbadara aka ya anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee eziokwu mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwụ na Chineke na ihe ndị kwuru anyị nkwa na omekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwụ na Chineke na nke dị n'igwe agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mbọ bụ ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwụ na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa anyị wee na-etoghị wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile onye ọ bụla anyị a na-azọpụta onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na-eja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi.
Ise. Welcome, my great people of Biafra. For 2 weeks now, I have not come online due to some problems or engagement that I have, but I am happy that I'm back despite what YouTube is doing. So I believe yesterday all of you watched the trial of Nnamdikanu. I tried as much as I can to be bringing out the videos, and these are the things that we are going to be discussing in this program. Remember, I told you guys that my spirit is telling me that God is going to do a miraculous things, and the way that Nnamdikanu is going to be released, Buhari himself, even Binta Inyanko or whatever, will not even know how Nnamdikanu will be released. You know, all of us, we are expecting that Nnamdikanu should come out. My highest expectation and my prayer was that yesterday he must come out, but I think God's will be done. And this case is not a child case. It's not something Nigerian government sees Nnamdikanu as a highest threat, but they don't know that we have 100 millions of Nnamdikanu. You know, they kidnap him thinking that if they grab him, that Biafra agitation will be reduced, that they will shut up people's mouth. But they don't know that Mazi Nnamdikanu have breed other people's. Look at Simon Ekpa. Myself, I couldn't even believe that another person, even the way Simon Ekpa would deal with Nigerian government, Mazi Nnamdikanu would be like Mama to them. Simon Ekpa is going to be more dangerous than Mazi Nnamdikanu to Nigerian government. So if they should kidnap Simon Ekpa again, another person who will be worse than Simon Ekpa will come out. So what am I trying to say? I know that most of them are watching this program. If you want to solve a problem, you look at the root cause of this problem. Arresting, killing, harassing, intimidating will never solve this problem. Biafra agitation have gone far. It seems these people do not understand. Biafra agitation have become a spirit. And it's not something that you can just jump in like that and you stop. It's not possible. They had that opportunity to stop this when it started newly. Remember, before I started following Nnamdikanu, I went back to watch his program to know where he is coming from, to know whether if what he is preaching is true or false. So when he started with the ideology of restructuring, and these people did not listen to him. That was why this thing developed to this stage. And yet, these people do not want to know or go and make research, solve the root cause of problem. If you are suffering from any disease, when you go to the hospital, they will take your blood to find out what is exactly wrong with you, what is causing you to suffer from what you are suffering. But Nigerian government, they don't want to take this. They don't want to get it into their skull. They think intimidating, harassing, kidnapping, torturing people will stop it. Many people have sacrificed themselves for this Biafra agitation. If you guys do not know, I am telling you right now. So we are going to be discussing about the outcome of the court yesterday. Out of 15 count charges, they were able to return 7. And if you watch the interview, I posted it, I think, yesterday and this morning. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. You will hear what Barrister Barrister Mike Ezokome said. He said that these ones that they are reserving is nonsense. Even from the beginning, both Barrister Ifa and Ejiofor, they have been saying that this case died at arrival. There is nothing Nigerian government could will achieve, because first of all, they break international law, you know. And why they are trying to dribble this thing is because the lawyers are asking them, how were you able to go and kidnap Mazi Nnamdikanu? As it is now, it shows that Mazi Nnamdikanu is still in Kenya, because the means of his transportation to Nigeria there wasn't any visa, there wasn't anything that shows that Mazi Nnamdikanu traveled to Nigeria. The only visa he have is from England to Kenya. So Nigerian government need to tell the lawyers how they were able. Initial time they said that it was the help of Interpol. How were they able to bring Mazi Nnamdikanu to Nigeria? Whose plane did they use in transporting Mazi? You know, it's just that Nigeria is, if they know the markets, I know that they have tried to bribe every country to shut up their mouth. That is why UN and the rest cannot do anything. They are just keeping quiet because they are threatening them. If you guys said this, will stop all this, they will stop it. But this will never solve them. And that is why they are still returning Mazi Nnamdikanu now, is just to try if they will negotiate with him to stop this Biafra agitation. Even Mazi Nnamdikanu himself cannot do anything, because if he accept in any way, which I know that will be very difficult for him, many people will not agree. Mazi Nnamdikanu now is not working for himself. If he accept, okay, I'm not going to be agitating for Biafra. Myself, have I accepted? Have you accepted? Have angry youth who are suffering, have they accepted? So this is it. I think Nigerian government have not realized the extent of this Biafra agitation. It have gone beyond repair. Biafra agitation have gone beyond, okay, the only round table that they will have opportunity now is to fix the date of Biafra referendum. And I don't know why they are seeing it as a difficult thing just to conduct a referendum. Like, I can use myself as an example. When I was studying here in Germany, after each course, they will give you a form to fill about your teacher, your lecturer, the person that taught you. If many people come out with the idea that this teacher is not teaching very well, is not handling the course very well, then they will change, they will remove him. And that is exactly what is supposed to be done here. Okay, many people are saying they don't want to be in Nigeria. Some are saying they want to be in Nigeria. Okay, let us conduct this referendum. Give people opportunity to choose where they belong. Then after the result, you would decide. So this is not a call for war. Another thing, I'm just introducing the topic. I don't know, we have people here. We have Ojukwu, welcome. Good afternoon, my sister. You are welcome. Dorothy, welcome. Chuk Survivor, welcome. Dorothy, welcome. So I welcome all of you. Please, as you are joining me, I beg you in the name of SH0CK Abiyama. I believe everybody watching me believe in SH0CK Abiyama. Share this video, give it a like. If you have WhatsApp group, share it. If you have Facebook, share it. If you have your friend who believe in truth, because Biafra is truth. If you have anybody who believe in Biafra, share this program to you. It will not cost you anything. Give it a like. So the next one that is surprising me, that if I remember, I will be like, whoa, is this how human beings are? Is this Governor Soludo they just brought? Me, honestly speaking, if I tell you that I am not disappointed, I am a liar. I have been respecting this man. In fact, when he won the election, I was like, they did very well to give him the opportunity, since he has been the one who is speaking for Biafra, who is speaking for Nnamdikanu. He will help us, not knowing that or another, even Hope Uzodinma will be better than this man. From what I am seeing, I don't know if another person have observed this. The way Governor Soludo is going, this is not the real way. Let us call a spade a spade. When you speak the truth, they will say you are speaking hate speech. When you do not say the truth, they will say you are not talking. The way he is approaching, I know that he is newly elected. Then what should you do? You should focus on what brought you there, not attacking IPOB. For the first day he resumed work, he was talking about sit at home. Have he, Governor Soludo, thought about what is making this sit at home? Why are people sitting at home? If he claims that he don't know, why are people sitting at home? All he is interested is that sit at home is killing our economy. Our economy is selfish interest. Your brother went to Kenya. They kidnapped him, brought him to Nigeria. Nnamdikanu is still wearing the same clothes 6 months. How many months now? The same clothes. Yesterday, that was why I posted that video. His brother, if you haven't watched that video, go and watch it. His brother reviewed that. Okay, they said DSS said they don't want him to wear Isiago. Isiago is intimidating them. He brought several clothes, yet those people refused Nnamdikanu to change a cloth. Now, his people who truly believe in truth say, okay, you people want to kidnap this man without trial. Yesterday was the first day they gave hearing ears to Nnamdikanu's case. Okay, you people went there to kidnap him. You didn't change clothes to him. They refuse him access to his medical. In fact, for the Nnamdikanu is still alive and seeing me and you is just by the grace of God. Somebody who have glaucoma, you know the eye problem called glaucoma, it can lead to blindness. Even if you operate somebody who is suffering from glaucoma, the person cannot see beyond where he is seeing. The only thing is just to prevent the person from becoming blind. But Nnamdikanu's case, he is not using the eyeglasses that he's supposed to be using, and his health, apart from God sustaining him, is deteriorating. We are begging these people, give him access. They are taking his blood without giving him any result, without giving him. The other day, they only went to court for the DSS or the doctor that DSS brought to come and tell him, you took my blood without giving me result. They said they will not tell him the result. So his people said, okay, since you kidnapped our son, our brother, without doing anything, and you refuse to try him, we are going to be sitting at home until you release him. Now, Governor Soludo enters, assume office. He said he have spoken with IPOB that sit at home must stop. You should have started. You know that people are angry already. These people are angry in what is happening. Instead of you to use calmness, negotiate with them, tell them, give them hope that we are going to talk about Nnamdikanu's release. No, his interest is the economy that is going down, and now he went to bring Nigerian military to start exactly what Hope Uzodinma did. So as I open the line, you guys will be talking. It will be you call in and air your own mind. So another one is Malami. Malami have resigned. He have accomplished his job, which was to go and kidnap Nnamdikanu, and he is also contesting for his, I think his local, his state governorship. That is why he resigned. He have resigned from this case. So another thing is we are going to talk about is the killing in Anambra State. Is the killing. As I am speaking with you, it's just that this platform do not give us the opportunity to be posting what is happening. If you see what is happening, our Anambra State, Imo State is becoming like the northern part. So the last but not the least that we are going to be talking about here is what Pastor Bakari Tunde said. A lot of people were supporting him. I was shocked that our people, somebody came online to insult you, saying that you people are cursed, that Igbos are cursed, and somebody came there to wrote that truly Igbos are cursed. I was like, wow. So if somebody curse you, even if you do some of those things that you are being accused of, you accept it. So the line is open right now. If you want to contribute anything, if you want to say anything, especially I want us to focus on the issue of the court yesterday, the Nnamdikanu court trial yesterday. In fact, they were shocked. Even that 7 or 8 that they are still keeping, very soon you will see Nnamdikanu will come out. And yeah, that same yesterday, his lawyers, they applied for his unconditional release or bail. So on the 18th and 26th of next month, that is what they are going to rule, whether Nnamdikanu will be released or not. But my own is that I want Nnamdikanu, if they are releasing him, it should be unconditional. There must not be something that is attached to it. Not that we will release you, you will promise us you will not talk about Biafra again. That is when we will release you. If you continue talking about Biafra, or maybe they will go anyway. They have already stolen his passport. Because his passport, he did travel with his passport. Even when they went to Kenya to search for his passport, they didn't see his British passport. Of course, Nigerian passport, they seized it the first time they arrested him. So now they will give him condition. They will, Nigeria now, they will give him condition. You have to calm everybody down. You have to tell them that they should stop. Let us be in Nigeria. They will promise him heaven and earth. But I know Nnamdikanu as a strong man who can never sell his respect for everything. If Nnamdikanu was to be bought easily, the first time they arrested him, they would have given him money. By now, he would be rich. So I am going to bring in our moderator of today in the person of Chuk Survivor. This is an interaction section. No, don't sit there and be looking at me. Call and contribute. Don't come to comment section and write me letter. This is an interaction section where everybody have the opportunity, access to call and contribute. Please, if you are there, Evan Maxwell, Mazi, Okenwa, I've missed you. I would like you to come in today. And every other person that is here that wish, let us break this thing down now. Call and contribute. So I am bringing our brother, our moderator of this program in the person of Chuk Survivor. And before I proceed, my brother, before I continue, for 2 weeks now, we haven't come online to broadcast. It saddens my heart that our beloved brother here, Chuk Survivor, lost his beloved mother. We were mourning for her. May her souls rest in peace. So the great Biafrans, you guys know this, our brother, he has been pushing, working hard. If there's any way you can support him, please do that. And also leave your condolence visit. You can go to his platform in Chuk Survivor. He do live every day. Last 2 weeks, his mother gave the hood, and I'm going to observe. We are going to observe a minute silence for his mother, so that her soul will rest in peace. So my brother choose on behalf of Linda's TV show teams and my wonderful people who are watching and be following him, we render our condolence to you. Bible said when your brother is mourning, you should mourn with him. We are mourning with you. May God in his infinite mercy grant your beloved mother eternal rest and also give you the heart and the mind, because he is the only one that can console you. So welcome to the program. And we are one of the participants in the court observation yesterday. So we are going to be discussing about what transpired in the court, how they were able to reduce 15 court charges against Nnamdikanu. Even the detention charges, they removed it. So what do you think that they will be doing with the remaining one? Would they use it to cook soup, or they will still keep it there? Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, my sister.
We cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
But can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let me use mic. Maybe I'm not using mic.
I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you very clear.
Okay, I'm using earpiece now. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
You can go ahead.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay.
Continue. I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Thank you, my sister. I appreciate you, and I welcome every Biafran who have joined us, Biafran and Biafra friends, lovers of freedom. Any place you are from, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your ethnicity, it doesn't matter your location. We are all looking for one thing and pursuing one thing, which is our freedom. We are pursuing our freedom. That is our main aim of coming online on daily basis to speak. And I appreciate everyone who has supported this very page, this very channel, everyone that have shared this video. If you have not shared, please kindly share the video so that others can join us to exchange views and make contributions on the situation that we're in. I thank you all for your patience. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all your understanding. It is a challenge that is coming to us and we must overcome. No matter the attack that is coming from east, west, north, and south from any angle, Biafra will surely overcome. We are pursuing one thing. Our destination is freedom. I want everybody that is watching the video to have that at the back of your mind. Our main purpose of coming here on daily basis to broadcast is not to blackmail anybody, not to push hate speech, not to push any propaganda. We are not here to demonize anybody, to fight our brothers or our sisters. We are here to make sure that we bring the plight of the Biafran people before the world, to set the record straight and let the world know actually what is going on in Biafra land. That is why we come online on daily basis, to make sure that the caliphate do not change the narrative, to make sure that the Janjaweed that we are fighting against, they do not change the narrative. The fight that we are fighting against is against the caliphate, who has given themselves as a willing tool in the hand of the British to continue to manipulate us. It is because of them we are coming online on a daily basis to make sure that we destroy every lie they have told against Nnamdikanu, every lie they are telling against Biafrans, every strategy they are bringing to keep us in slavery. We decimate them and bring them to the knowledge of everyone, and also to support our fellow Biafrans, mainly our Biafran brothers and sisters in Nigeria, to encourage them and support them to continue to fight that battle. That is why we come online on a daily basis to broadcast. And we apologize for not being able to come online. For the past 2 weeks, we are not able to come online due to what my sister explained. We apologize for that, and SH0CK will continue to strengthen us. Now, into the very question that my sister asked regarding the charges against Nnamdikanu, the 15 count charges that they said they brought against Nnamdikanu, which was yesterday reduced to 7 count charges, and 8 were thrown away. This is just part of the delay tactics that they are throwing about. It's just part of the delay tactics. There is no charge against Nnamdikanu, and there is no case against Nnamdikanu. Every charge is against Nnamdikanu, both the ones that are thrown away and the ones that are retaining. They are the same thing. They are the same thing. It's just the same charges. And for the fact that they have thrown away 8, it means that the other 7 is dead. Each time we come online, we say that they have no case against Nnamdikanu. There is no case or any charge against Nnamdikanu. It is all lies, fabricated lies against Nnamdikanu. He has not committed any crime. And the charges, the 15 count charges, they are the same thing. From one to the last one, they are the same thing. There is no new charge. They are just something. For them to reduce it to 7 is just to showcase their stupidity and their wickedness. That is what they are trying to do. To show, when you go and look at it, go by yourself, every one of us should go back and look into those charges. Every single one of us should go back and look into those charges, one after the other. They are just the same. It's just repetition of one thing. Repetition of one thing. That Nnamdikanu is inciting the public. Nnamdikanu is broadcasting. He's telling people to go and fight, telling people to go and kill. It is just the same thing they are repeating. It's the same thing. From count 1 to 15, they are the same thing. But in that their delay tactics, instead of setting Nnamdikanu free or throwing away the charges, they decided to reduce it to 7. Go and look at the 7 also. Go and look at the 7. From 1, 2, 3, they are just the same thing. Just the same charge. And that is why when you listen closely to our lead counsel, senior advocate of Nigeria, Mike Ozekome, he made it clear that you cannot build something on nothing. That word is so deep, but simple to understand. You cannot build something on nothing. Before you will build a house, you will go and draw your plan. After drawing your plan, getting your picture of the house you want to build, no matter how beautiful the picture is, no matter how strong the plan is, you must have a land where you will make your foundation, and then you will now begin to build a house. There must be a land where you will lay foundation and build a house. If you don't have a land, there's no place you can build a house. And when you look at the case of Nnamdikanu, there is no land where they're going to stand. You cannot build something on nothing. There is nothing. There is no foundation where they are going to lay that foundation. And if it is very difficult for you to understand, those of us who are listening in Biafra, if it is difficult for you to understand, always put at the back of your mind that any case Nnamdikanu is facing today is the continuation of the case in 2015. Everything you see Nnamdikanu facing today is the continuation of the case in 2015. The continuation. That is the only thing they present against Nnamdikanu. And ask me, what is the case in 2015? In 2015, they were charging Nnamdikanu of broadcasting from all the way from London. And they were charging him for transmitter, that he imported transmitter into Nigeria. Ask me, is transmitter an SBT in Nigeria? Transmitter is not an SBT in Nigeria. There is no law in Nigeria that says that you must not import transmitter. It is not a contraband. And even if it is a contraband, what law, what is the charges, what is the offense, what is the charge against it? If it is assuming that maybe importing a transmitter is a crime, what is the punishment for importing a transmitter? There is nothing like that. So, but some people, I don't know why it is difficult for so many people to understand. And why it is difficult is why we are here. That is why every Biafran is on social media. Because this government go to the media, they begin to peddle lies. They push all manner of lies against Nnamdikanu. They concoct lies from all directions. They bring those lies, they jam them together, and they begin to push those lies, begin to preach it and push it. And before you know it, people will begin to believe those lies as if it is true. But they are never truth. They are never truth. The case Nnamdikanu is facing today is the continuation of the 2015 lie. And the only thing that will make you know that they have no case against Nnamdikanu, in that 2015, do you know why they sent the python down to Nnamdikanu? After they have granted Nnamdikanu bail, Nnamdikanu said that he was coming to Abuja with 1 million men in the court to continue his case. He wasn't running away. Nnamdikanu was ready to come for his kid, and he told them that he's coming. If they knew that maybe Nnamdikanu committed an offense, or maybe as they claim that he violated his bail, whatever, why don't you wait for him to come to court? Wait for him to come to the court. After the court, then arrest him. But they know that they have no ground to arrest Nnamdikanu or prosecute Nnamdikanu. That was why, instead of them to wait for Nnamdikanu to come to court, they sent python dance to go and kill Nnamdikanu. They went to kill him. Somebody you have arrested, you arrested him. His lawyer stood for him. You granted him bail, and he was coming to answer his case. If you feel you have anything against him, why don't you wait? When he comes to the court, then you will now arrest him. They did not wait. They went ahead to kidnap Nnamdikanu. They went ahead to kill Nnamdikanu in his home. In the process of trying to kill Nnamdikanu, remember, 28 men were killed in the home of Nnamdikanu, including Jack, the dog. In the same process, the parents of Nnamdikanu lost their life because of the trauma. And it wasn't enough for them. Nnamdikanu merely escaped through the grace of SH0CK. He merely escaped. Still, they couldn't have it. Nnamdikanu escaped for his life. And since then, he continued to preach that same message, genuine message he had been preaching, which they don't have anything to hold him for. He preached that message more than a decade. In the United Kingdom, we did not hear any day that the police arrested him in the United Kingdom. We did not hear any day that police invited him. If Nnamdikanu was committing a crime, United Kingdom know where he is. They have the best police to arrest him. You saw Adeyinka's grandson. Adeyinka's grandson was preaching a hate speech calling for the death of the Igbos. It didn't take them a year before they arrested Adeyinka's grandson. And today, Adeyinka's grandson have been jailed in UK. If Nnamdikanu was committing a crime in his broadcast, they would have arrested Nnamdikanu in the United Kingdom. They know where he was. He wasn't hiding. But these people, after all this crime, Nnamdikanu escaped. Now, continuing his life, he went to Kenya, traveled to Kenya with original passport, genuinely to Kenya. He was stamped into Kenya. He wasn't hiding. And Nigeria government, black people being what they are, black people being what they are, they saw that that was where they're going to perpetrate their evil. Kenya allowed them to kidnap Nnamdikanu. They kidnapped him, tortured him up to the extent of threatening his life. But SH0CK said no. Only SH0CK intervened. That was why they could not be able to take the life of Nnamdikanu. And they brought him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. Against international law, they committed international crime against Nnamdikanu, abused all his rights. And even up to today, they are still abusing the rights of Nnamdikanu. They are still torturing Nnamdikanu. As you are watching this video, any place you're watching from, Nnamdikanu is still undergoing torture. Go and listen to the press interview that Michael Zekome granted, the lead counsel. He said it. They have not allowed him to use his glasses. My sister Linda repeated it here. Up till now, they have not allowed him to use his glasses. They have not allowed him access to his lawyers. He is still on solitary confinement up to today. He has not been able to change his clothes. The basic rights he's supposed to have, they have not given to him. But these same people who are torturing Mazen Nnamdikanu know that their laws says, the law of Nigeria says that a man is presumed innocent until proven guilty. That is what their law says. That a man is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Mazen Nnamdikanu has not been proven guilty in any law court all over the world, including in that caliphate, in that Janjaweed country. Instead, Mazen Nnamdikanu has won a case against that caliphate in Abia State. For Mazen Nnamdikanu to win that case against the caliphate in Abia State, it means that they have no case against Mazen Nnamdikanu, because the case they are charging Mazen Nnamdikanu today is the continuation of that case, which Mazen Nnamdikanu has won. But they have refused to accept that defeat. They transferred the case to Abuja. And today, they are handling a case which is not even on their jurisdiction to handle. And they are going on media trial. They have no case against Mazen Nnamdikanu. And there is one thing I want to make correct that people should put their mind into. There is one thing every Biafran should put in their mind. You see, our senior advocate, Michael Zekome, made a correction, and everybody should put that in their mind. Mazen Nnamdikanu is not facing treasonable felony. Mazen Nnamdikanu is not facing any treasonable felony. He's not facing any charge that warrants capital punishment. But if you go to their media, that is the lie they are parading. That is what they are peddling. That Mazen Nnamdikanu is facing treasonable felony. That is not what he's facing. The charges they have against Mazen Nnamdikanu, they claim are charges that might lead to treasonable felony, but he is not yet charged. They are not charging him for treasonable felony and can never. But when you go to their media, they begin to peddle that lie. That is why we are coming on social media, because in social media, you have the Biafrans there, and we are not dumb, and we cannot be silent. Another very important reason why every Biafran have to, if you don't know what to do, any day you wake up, go to your platform, write free Mazen Nnamdikanu, he is innocent. If you don't know anything to do, just use his picture, write free Mazen Nnamdikanu, he is innocent. Because they are trying to change the narrative, to take the narrative to the disadvantage of Mazen Nnamdikanu. Public opinion. I say it again, even on my platform, I shout about it. Public opinion matters a lot in the case of Mazen Nnamdikanu. And before the judge will take their decision or do anything, they will always consider public opinion. They will always consider public opinion. And we have to make sure we continue to hold that public opinion to the advantage of Mazen Nnamdikanu. Do not allow them to hijack it. Do not allow them to hijack the public opinion. Already, Biafrans are in charge. That is why every day I wake up, I pray for every Biafran in Biafra land. Our mothers, our fathers, our brothers and sisters in Biafra land. I pray for every one of them, because they are standing their ground against every intimidation, against every attack, making sure that Mazen Nnamdikanu remains the most important issue in Biafra land. Nobody can change it. No matter how you try, you can't change it. That is what we have to continue to do. Every Biafran have to put their hand on deck. Mazen Nnamdikanu, the whole charges against Mazen Nnamdikanu is as dead as dodo. I borrowed that word from our senior advocate, Michael Zekome. He said that the case is as dead as dodo. And that is true. The case is dead. No charge. Every of the charges from number 1 to 15, they are all dead. Forget about they removed 8. They removed 8 and left 7. That 7 is just the same thing as the 8 they removed. There is no difference. It is not the same thing, meaning that they are dead. But in order to hold something, to continue to delay our supreme leader, to continue to hold Mazen Nnamdikanu, they reserve that one for themselves. They have no case against Mazen Nnamdikanu. Thank you, my sister. Let us go forward and see where we can come in again.
Okay. 87 people are watching. Please, I want to see 87 like and share. Please, please, please. This is an interaction section. I want men to call. You are just sitting there watching me talking, watching Chook Survivor talking. Please call. The link is there. Call and tell us what you think about the trial of Mazen Nnamdikanu yesterday. So we are going to be proceeding. My brother, like you said, this Governor Soludo's attitudes against Biafra, how do you see it? To me, it comes to me as a shock because Governor Soludo has been somebody that I respect, and I was expecting him to do something meaningful. If somebody tells me that he would turn against, I know that he is working with a 1999 constitution, but then a reasonable person should also work with sense. So do you expect this thing that Governor Soludo is doing, do you initially expect it from him? Do you know that he is going to turn out to be like this?
My sister, on that case, I never believed, there have never been any time I believe in any politician. Soludo as a person, I love him as a person, I like him as a person, I don't have anything with him, but as long as you swear an oath to protect their 1999 constitution, the moment you do that, I can never trust you in anything. From the very first day Soludo won his election and inaugurated, even from his appointment, I have never trusted him. I have never trusted him. For the fact that I know that Soludo is working with the politicians, that Soludo is one of the inner caucus of Muhammad Buhari. Soludo was appointed by Muhammad Buhari. I never trusted him for once. So there is nothing that is happening today that is surprising me. I knew that Soludo cannot be perfect and Soludo cannot give us what we want. I knew that. I knew that. So nothing Soludo is doing today that is surprising me. Soludo is only trying to work according to the oath that he has taken. He's only trying to satisfy, work according to the agreement he has reached. And that will show you that what we have been saying all this while, that in Biafra land, we don't have elected politicians. Every politician in Biafra land, from one to the end, they are all appointed. And the people that appoint them are the caliphate. The caliphate appoints the people you see who claim themselves and parade themselves as politicians in Biafra land. They were all appointed by the caliphate. Not even one was elected. Every time you see them parading themselves as elected, but they are never elected. And it has played out again in the case of Soludo. Soludo was inner caucus of Muhammad Buhari. He was one of their economic team member. So they know him very well. And he reached an agreement. That was why he was able to scale through as a governor for Anambra State. And they managed to smuggle him into APGA. They smuggled him into APGA, knowing fully well that if they come through APC, that he will not survive. They know how the people in Anambra State respect APGA, because APGA was APGA is a party that our eternal leader supported, a party that our eternal leader belonged to. And they tried as much as possible to smuggle him into that very place. And when they smuggle him into that place, what is happening today begin to happen. And we can't be surprised how they managed to smuggle him, because we saw Obiano, who was supposed to be the leader of the party. We saw him when he went to beg Muhammad Buhari. We saw Obiano going to Sokoto to go and beg the caliphate. So how do you think that Obiano can be able to support anybody that is genuine? Obiano came out openly and said that he is handing over to Soludo, he supports Soludo, you did this. That alone give us a signal that something that is coming might not be good. And today we have seen what the so-called Soludo is saying. In everything that Soludo is saying, he came out and said he's forming an economic team. If not economic, he said he's forming a peaceful team that he's forming to go and make peace. I don't know the kind of them he branded it. But Soludo himself knows very well that you cannot make peace in injustice. The only thing that can grant peace is justice. When you have justice, then you talk about peace. And the kind of peace Soludo wants to establish in Anambra State is a peace that is based on lie. The peace that is based on lie. How do you think that kind of a peace that can survive? Soludo have told a great lie, two great and most disgraceful lies.
My brother,
two disgraceful lies that you have told.
My brother, we have our beloved brother here in the person of Then Maxwell. I've been waiting for him since. Our fearless Biafra brother from all the way from Ghana is here. So I'm going to bring him in. It seems he's driving. I'm going to bring him in to share his own experience from what transpired in the court yesterday. My brother, you are driving.
Yes, Sister Linda. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my senior brother, and good afternoon to Biafrans
You're
all over
welcome.
Don't you
where.
think it's risky to
Welcome.
drive and talk? Are you going to be concentrating?
Yes, no problem. I have my system placed, so there's no problem.
Okay, okay. Welcome to the program. I
Welcome.
miss you. I miss I miss everybody. We couldn't broadcast for 2 weeks because my beloved brother here, Took Survivor, lost his beloved mother. So we were mourning with him. So that was why we gave 2 weeks a break for us to put ourselves together. Welcome to the program. How is Ghana today?
We are grateful to God. It's shining over here today, and we have a lot of peace. It's just that the economic situation in Ghana is just very high, but we
If
have
it is
peace.
if it is
We
only
have peace.
economic situation, every country experience that. The most important thing
Exactly.
is that word peace you mentioned. When you have peace,
Peace.
peace is more than everything. So I believe you participated in observation of Mazi Nnamdikanu's court case yesterday. Do you have anything to say?
You see, I told you here before, and I said it also in a Simon Ekpa's program. I think that was when I commented that these people has no case against Mazi Nnamdikanu. They're still wasting their time. You see, when you look at what is happening, 15 count charges, and when you look at the charges, just mere repetition of charges. I call them frivolous charges. They cannot stand the test of time. Even the remaining 7 that is there, how can you charge Mazi Nnamdikanu, for a crime that was committed in Lagos? Does Abuja have jurisdiction to try Mazi Nnamdikanu for a crime they purportedly, they said he encouraged, incited them. Does it has jurisdiction over Lagos? What authority has Mazi Nnamdikanu over what was happening in Lagos? These charges are infantile to me. It's just I don't know. Look, I told you. I said, look, I observed the trial yesterday. What they did. Forget about the janglovering and jumping around of these people. They
What
are
we
losing
call
the
that?
battle.
We call it Bukbukbogele Oge in Igbo land when we are small. Bukbukbogele Oge.
So since I like you see, remember those folk tale songs?
Ah.
You see, I watched everything yesterday. In fact, I was jumping from one platform to the other just to have a clue of what was going on. And I am impressed with the legal team. And I thank all Biafrans. I have never seen the kind of support that I saw yesterday. Considering the difficult, security
Present.
situations that was, issued out yesterday, but we survived it. Our people are just marvelous. I
Yes.
saw them, I start smiling. I said, how would the day be when Mazi Nnamdikanu will be finally
Hey,
out?
hey.
How would that day be?
Honestly, assuming Nnamdikanu was released yesterday, today it's only dancing I will be dancing here. Although I don't know how to dance, it
You
would have
see,
been dancing.
the sheep, atụrụ si na ndị mmadụ na-akụ ya ọnụ na ya ma ka esi agba nkwa, mana ọkụ nkwa kụrụ nkwa bata n'ezinụlọ ya, ma ya ma ka esi agba nkwa ya wụọ kpọmkpọm. Ọtọ na-asa azụ chum. So I'm so happy. I am so happy with what I saw yesterday, and the greater things is going to come. I would like our people to just concentrate and let's look ahead. Whosoever that I have wronged in this platform, what I have said in the past, most of them, maybe I said them out of annoyance, or what our people, the division our people are bringing into the Biafran structure. I have said a lot of things. I have, entered this master prophets and the Ikenga. I've told them that um, um, this of a brother can never exceed, can never get.
Since
Network.
yeah, because he's driving, that is why. So we are going to continue until he starts. You know, when you are driving, there's a point you will get your network, especially in Africa. Your network will tell you bye bye. Later, it will surface again. So we are going to continue, my brother. You know, you see how things happen in this world. It's not good for you to underrate anybody. Even a madman you see on the way, you don't underrate anybody because you may be underrating the person. For example, I can come here now and tell you that I'm Linda. I am a cleaner. You know me based on the information that I give to you about myself, while you don't know me, whom I am really, why you don't know my capacity or what I can do. Why I'm saying this, you know, you don't underrate anybody you meet, especially people whom you do not know. Right from the time, you need to respect them. You see, when this is started, nobody knew that Simon Ekpa would be what he is today, that Simon Ekpa will grow up like this. You know, they think that they can just intimidate him, humiliate him. He ran inside. No, there are people you don't intimidate, especially when you don't know the capacity of that person. Anybody you see, as long as the person is making sense. That is why I cautioned somebody who wrote me the other day that why are you posting Simon Ekpa's video? They have finally bought you over. So you finally sold yourself. I don't know where they are selling the thing. I don't know where they are giving the money. The person, the one that made me to be angry is that he authorized himself, not me, to go and delete all the Simon Ekpa's video in my platform. The platform that I struggle. Do you people know what it takes to build up a platform? If you think it's easy, go and open up YouTube. It's not easy to build a platform, manage it up to this moment. You are coming from nowhere like butterfly, telling me that I should go and remove video. It's not as if this person that is saying this is not even creating any content. Assuming you say, okay, go and remove someone else's video. Look at this video, be putting it, then it will be good. You don't give me any video, you don't contribute anything. What you do is just you walk around like monitoring spirits, checking what people are saying, checking what people are posting in their platform. My brother, you are I know you are here watching me. I told you, next time if you try to write any comment here, I'm going to use you to make a video, and I know you wouldn't like it. You may think I don't know you, but I will tell you your history. I don't want people to push me to be doing what I've done. If you click, you don't like, you go. It's not by force. Many people are doing Biafra videos. We have many agitators, even those who believe and those who do not believe. You can go and watch them. There are many people who are not posting Simon Ekpa's video. I told you guys that I'm going to repeat it again. I am following Mazi Nnamdikanu Ohamadike of Biafra, the only truthful man that I have ever seen. I am following Mazi Nnamdikanu. In that same part, I follow anybody who believes in truth. Simon Ekpa's videos, what Simon Ekpa is doing up to this moment, gefet me, the Dutch say gefet me. I like it. I don't know. I've forgotten the English word for it. I like what Simon Ekpa is doing. He is not doing anything that I find wrong. Remember, this is my own opinion. You might not like it. Doesn't mean that I might not like it. That is the problem our African people have. When they are in enmity with somebody, or they think that you are their enemy, they want your friend. They want their friend to join them to be enemy. I don't do that. If you have issue with Simon Ekpa, go and sort it out with him. Linda, I do not have any issue with Simon Ekpa. In fact, I like what Simon Ekpa is doing. I don't know why people will see the truth, they will cover it just because they want to support these people. So just because of what they are gaining. If it is not the way Simon Ekpa just jumped down from somewhere, this Biafra agitation, even Martin and the Kanu now would have been what you'll be hearing. So they'll be using Martin and the Kanu as a reference, and Biafra agitation will go down. But Simon Ekpa came and revive it. Even when you post Biafra videos, now people don't watch it because they lost interest. They lost interest. A lot of people lost interest. A lot of people call me. That is why you see the videos are not going now, because people have you know, they have been disappointed because they couldn't imagine how a whole president of a country would be kidnapped without no alarm that was raised, without doing anything up to this moment. Simon Ekpa came as a second savior to revive. It's even now that people are beginning to pay attention. People are beginning to, you know, listen to Biafra video, although it have not been fully revived. I know it will be fully revived when our leader comes out. But now, instead of people to support this man that is wasting, that is spending almost his time doing research, broadcasting what they are doing, they are fighting him. They are calling him nobody. They are calling him a fool, but he is doing what they cannot do. So if you have problem with Simon Ekpa, please don't drag me. I like what he's doing. In fact, from now onwards, Simon Ekpa's video will fill this platform. If you don't like it, my dear sister, my dear brother, bye-bye. So this is where I will end here, because people are asking me, Linda, where do you belong? Autopilot Biafra or I don't know the other one. I believe in Biafra. Biafra is Biafra. So I believe I follow Nnamdikanu. That is the person I'm following. I like Mazi Simon Ekpa's program. So this is how we are going to leave it. So my brother Chooks, I'm going to give you opportunity. I know the next one we are going to be treating is Malami's resignation. I was so called because I was surprised when I saw that he has been resigned. Although I was aware, or am aware, that he is contesting for his governorship election. Could it be that it's because of that reason he resigned, or is it because the matter is becoming too hot for him, or is it because his job has been accomplished? Can you throw more light, educate Biafra? Please, 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 call, come and speak. Somebody should call and come and contribute. This is an interaction section. It's not a personal broadcast.
Yeah, thank you, my sister. When it comes to the issue of Malami, and before I go to issue of Malami, I want to add something to what you are saying about the attitude of people, their attack. You know, some people are just like that. Some people are they're just distractors. They have chosen to be distracting others instead of doing the needful. A lot of distraction. But I tell people, just like people who are complaining about Simon Ekpa, complaining about this and that, so many of those people are not even following his program. So many people who are complaining about him or saying things, they don't follow his program and they don't know what he's saying in his program. That is one thing that baffles me. There is a new video that is going viral now. There's a new video that one of our sisters that we love and respect so much, there's a new video that she made. It's our sister, Lisa. There's a new video that Lisa made. And in that video, she was accusing Simon, saying all manner of things, and then talking down on Simon and all that. But when I watched that video, when I saw that video, I was really shocked. I was really shocked because it means that she herself have not been watching the program of Simon. If you are not watching the program, don't comment. Simon have done so many programs. His programs are so much and so lot. And when you hear information about him, make verification. If possible, ask questions before you begin to comment. Lisa was making that very video, the video that Lisa made, and some people, the haters of Simon, have carried it and they are making the video go viral. He's accusing Simon of not being passionate about Biafra, not being a truthful person, not being doing the right thing, because Simon have refused to fight against Nelly and fight against those who are talking about the wife of Nnamdikanu. Now, some people are calling Nnamdikanu names, calling her names, and Simon Ekpa is not fighting those people. And Simon Ekpa is still allowing those people to continue to exist. And Simon Ekpa is still working with those people. When I saw that video, I was shocked. Because Simon Ekpa, I follow all his programs. There's none of his programs that I don't follow. If I miss it the following day, I'm going to watch it. I have seen Simon Ekpa. The very first time that very issue was raised, Simon Ekpa spoke on his program and said that Mazi Nnamdikanu's wife is a no-go area. That is the language he used. He said, Mazen Nnamdikanu's wife is a no-go area. Nobody has the right to talk down on Mazen Nnamdikanu or say anything about the wife of Mazen Nnamdikanu. That when Mazen Nnamdikanu comes out, if there is any problem, he is going to sort it out. But nobody has the right to talk down on Mazen Nnamdikanu. That he never supported, and he spoke about it right and direct. It wasn't once, it wasn't twice, it wasn't 3 times. But I was shocked to hear Lisa broadcast, and Lisa was saying that Simon Ekpa has never have never talked about it publicly, and Simon Ekpa has not condemned those who are talking against the wife of Mazen Nnamdikanu. This is something he has done. He has condemned it. He has condemned those who are talking about it. He has stated about it several times. And one of the people who is providing this propaganda, who is saying this thing, have also condemned Simon Ekpa. The person that is condemning the wife of Mazen Nnamdikanu, who is talking down on the wife of Mazen Nnamdikanu, have also talked down on Simon Ekpa, even threatened Simon Ekpa on a voice message which we saw. Even threatened Simon Ekpa. And Simon kept quiet. He didn't begin to challenge because the person in question is not even, it doesn't worth responding to. It doesn't worth responding to. And because of this issue, Lisa came out and she was challenging Simon Ekpa, talking down on Simon Ekpa and the follower. I was shocked to see that. I never expected that from Lisa. It is so disappointing. And I believe after she has watched the program of Simon Ekpa that Simon Ekpa have made today to respond to whatever she was saying, maybe she's going to retrace her step. Maybe she's going to retrace her step and change from what she was saying. But that is why it is not good for you to react. Before you react about something, have a full information on what you're about to react about. If you don't have full information about something, you don't think about it.
Our brother Marshall is back. Let's give him the opportunity.
You're welcome back. You're welcome back, my brother. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Thank you, brother Chooks. And thank you, Stalina.
African Network.
Yes, I am from my farm, so I'm driving home. That is why it's just off at the, let's say about 30-45 kilometers away from where my house is. So
please, I need some vegetables. If you can send some fresh vegetables.
Unless we do that later, but I am into livestock, but not the Fulani type. My cows are in ranch. I ranch them and I feed them for 1 year. I keep them, bring them when they are little calves, inject them, keep them for beef for 1 year and sell them. So that's how I do.
Wow, then you reserve one for me this Christmas.
Exactly, ma. No problem. It is well. You see, I joined you. My network was very bad, so I joined you while you were talking about our fair lady. I watched the it's just like, I don't know whether it's by coincidence or what. I watched the video this morning before I left for my farm, and I was surprised because even before Mazen Nnamdikanu, our leader, was kidnapped, internationally kidnapped, Simon Ekpa has been speaking. In fact, just like Mazen Nnamdikanu bear witness for Simon, he ordered us to go and listen to him. He mentioned another Yoruba guy they call Mayegun, Jeremiah Egun.
Yes, I watched Mayegun program.
Yes, I watch them as well. These are the people. He called so many of them that we should go and listen to them. But what is happening today, I can't wrap my hands around what is happening today. You see, the disciples asked Christ yesterday, Master, Rabbi, we planted only corn, and today we've seen wheat growing around them. What do we do to them? Why can't we prune them and so that they will not compete with the corn? Christ answered them and said, look, allow the corn and the wheat to grow together. And when the master comes, he will sift the wheat from the corn.
Exactly.
So let everybody do their thing, my brother. Let everybody do their thing. God knows who is doing the right thing.
Yes.
If not that God raised Simon Ekpa, who will stand today? Who will stand? Because I've been going to the Radio Biafra. If you go there, anytime they are broadcasting, as if they are they are Reverend Fathers. You cannot see up to you can't see up to 20. The highest you see there is 45 people. Who is there? Who is there? Who are they talking to? Are they really talking to Biafrans? Or they are just talking to themselves? I hate it when people begin to castigate others. That thing you cannot do. If you cannot do as Joshua is doing, why can't you raise his hand and support the hand? Support the hand so that he will be strong to do whatever that God has instructed him to do. I cannot do what Simon Ekpa is doing. I can never do. I don't have the power. With my level of exposure in military and all what, I may say, oh, I have a tough skin, but I cannot do what that guy is doing. He's doing a very marvelous job for Nnamdikanu, and anybody that is standing against that man is standing against me. For sister, is it Lisa, the fair lady? I don't know. I've forgotten his name.
Lisa.
I was disappointed, to say the least. But I think I saw Mazi Simon Ekpa. He was on live broadcast today this morning. So
yeah,
I don't know whether he addressed it or not. Did he broach it?
He addressed it.
Good. But I believe that by now our sister would have, gotten the message.
Yeah, she will understand better.
Akwụkwọ nsọ sị na anyị bụrụ ndị na-afụ ọsụsọ ma anyị ekwuna ọsụsọ. That is the life of a true Christian and a disciple, a son, a daughter of God Almighty, who is the owner of Biafra. So I thank you so much. And Sister Linda, don't worry. Maybe I do not know how it's going to be, but we'll see what we will do.
This December, you just post it for me. The soup, fresh cow meat. Wow,
that's okay. But you have a lot of meat over there in Germany.
The meat here is not the same with the one in Africa.
Yes, a na-eri agba efi ọgwụ within 3 months egbu ya na-eri. Yes,
Africa organic.
So thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much.
Chukwu gọziere m ndị Biafra niile ndị na-ene anyị. Chukwu gọzie unu. Bye bye. I have to leave now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, ma. Okay.
So, my brother, before you continue, like what our brother the Maxwell said here, this is the mistake people have when they have heard bad information, bad news about you. Somebody will just come out and start gossiping. Immediately they had it, they wouldn't even verify, they will start attacking. Sometimes I say myself, what is it that Simon Ekpa is? I'm sorry that I'm deliberating on this. I need to clear everybody's mind, because sometimes now they will come and poison your mind that upon all the things that Simon Ekpa is doing, they are still calling him Sabo. I was surprised. I said, Sabo, can you work for your enemy? If Simon Ekpa doesn't like Nnamdikanu, he wouldn't even mention it. This would have been a great opportunity for him to take over. But every time he comes out, he tells you that I am the disciple of Nnamdikanu. He put Nnamdikanu's video. He talks about Nnamdikanu video. Anything that Nnamdikanu is suffering, Simon Ekpa will be. Remember the first time Nnamdikanu was appearing in court with the same clothes? Was it not Simon Ekpa that pointed it out before others follows? So I have not seen anything wrong. And what Simon Ekpa is doing is a very, very hard work. All those videos he displays, all those information, it needs time, it needs research. He is working. In the morning, he will go to work. He is a family man. He have a family. He will do all these things. And for we to appreciate, a bit of castigate here, because I don't know. I don't know. So my brother, please continue.
It is so sad, my sister. It is so sad. When I saw it, I said, oh, not Lisa again. Not Lisa. Lisa has been speaking very well, but she was too quick to talk about issue that she is not very sure about. The only thing she was pointing at was that Simon Ekpa did not condemn people who are insulting the wife of Asuna, spilling the matter Nnamdikanu. But Simon Ekpa has talked about it. He has condemned that thing very long time ago. Every time they bring the topic, Simon Ekpa have always condemned them in his program. He said it that is a no-go area. That was the word Simon Ekpa used. That don't talk about the wife of a school leader. It's a no-go area. Nobody should go there. He condemned it every time. And I don't know why these same people are the people who are going to tell you that Simon Ekpa is nobody. He is nobody. But when any challenge comes, you want him to be the person to go and speak. Why is it that everybody is pushing him? They want him to go and pick a fight. They want him to go and pick a fight at every given moment. Even when he has made a comment like you and I, he is just like the same person like you and I. Chukwu Okabia can use anybody. He's a broadcaster like you and I. He is not leader of Biafra.
But you don't know how to Simon Ekpa Biabawa saga. Biabawa saga. Maybe Abiasi ha Dr. Nelly Woyoshi, Dr. Nelly Berenka, up to Abiasi Bowa Hafa. Before Maria, here Biafra, Bruce here Basaga, and Simon Ekpa do not have time for that. Can you remember when Uche Mefo left IPOB? He said all sort of things against Nnamdikanu. Did Nnamdikanu up to the period he was kidnapped? He didn't respond because you don't respond to irrelevant things. Anybody who is focused, if you have focus, you concentrate on the thing you are doing. You don't need side distraction. If Simon Ekpa should come now and start calling Nelly, I don't know their names, start calling all of them and attacking them, this Biafra struggle will be, some people have Facebook page where they created for saga, and that is what they are looking for. And Simon Ekpa do not have time because there is a vacuum for him to fill. So if you think, everybody knows Dr. Nelly, if you think that what they see, although that video, there was a video I saw somebody talking about Nnamdikanu's wife. I made a video about it. I watched the video. I was shedding tears. I said, where is human conscience? A woman who sacrificed her husband, who is under pain, the encouragement you will give to her is to come and say trash against her on Facebook. I commented on the video, and Simon Ekpa, thank God I listened the day he was addressing this issue. He said he heard that people are talking against Nnamdikanu's wife, that please, anything pertaining to his family, especially his immediate family, that one is not a go area. I don't know how they want him to address it again, maybe to start fight again, so that issue of Biafra, they will go and push it one side. I can't understand. Bawa saga. And I want to tell our people, if somebody tells you that Linda's TV show is a criminal, Linda's TV show has been
go and find out yourself.
Go and find out. Cool down. Take your time. We are always in a hurry. A lot of innocent people have been crucified, killed because of a mere information that is not true. Simon Ekpa is not doing anything. I know that we are not in people's hearts. Everybody asking, I may be displaying different things outside, but within me, I know that what I'm doing, let's just focus on the ones we are seeing. From what I see that Simon Ekpa is doing, for me right now, is still on the right track. YouTube, when you post Biafra video before, they will tell you that your subscribers have lost interest. Why do they lose interest? Because they felt betrayed. They felt disappointed on what happens to Nnamdikanu. Not that Nnamdikanu was kidnapped. No, that is not why they lost interest. But because of the way it was handled. A whole Nnamdikanu who is not Linda. If it is somebody like me, they kidnap me, no problem. Nobody can know because I'm nothing. But Nnamdikanu represents the president of Biafra. If he is somebody, although he has said it that he doesn't want any position, his wish is just to see Biafra actualization. But if he's somebody that is interested in the post, if Biafra should be restored tomorrow, he's supposed to be the president of Biafra. A whole president is just like Buhari now. Buhari traveled to England, they kidnapped him, and nobody knows about it. Not only that, what made people to... Now, let me break it down. It seems a lot of people do not understand how this thing is going. I'm sorry, my brother, I may take time. I need to analyze this. Not people weren't disappointed that Nnamdikanu was kidnapped. Do you know why they became disappointed and lost their interest? And that is why the videos are not going now. Is this he was kidnapped? Even the day I saw it in news, Malami announced it on national television, I didn't believe it. I called you, you say it's a lie, it's propaganda. And until I start seeing videos, I went on Google, I saw it, I shedded tears. If you haven't watched that first video, if you see me, you will know that I was broke, I was down. So it wasn't that. What made people to lose interest is the way it was handled. Now people were curious. Everybody want to know what transpired. How was Nnamdikanu kidnapped? What happened to them? Then their last resort is on Radio Biafra, because that is the place, or the DOS. These are the people that are supposed to tell other people what happens. Now, I was following it because I wanted to know exactly what happened. I was there. People were calling. What happened? When you call and ask a question, they will ban you, they will insult you, they will block you, they will challenge you. You know, people became disappointed. And the way Nnamdikanu was handled, according to the story, they said they kidnapped him for 8 good days. Nobody knew about it. Look at Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho was arrested. Immediately they raised alarm. The Yorubas there, they did all they could. That is why Sunday Igboho was able to regain freedom. Assuming they kept quiet, Nnamdikanu and Sunday Igboho could have been in the same DSS custody. So the way this thing was handled. And another one, that is why I talk about people who are talking about command and control. Nnamdikanu knew he breeded. There's a lot of things that Simon Ekpa know that other people did not know. That is why sometimes you hear him say, what you do not know is bigger than you. Do you think he is joking? So I strongly believe that Nnamdikanu breeded Simon Ekpa for this. Immediately, he gave instruction that they should allow this guy, because he knows that this guy is capable. He has searched and looked. Why didn't he mention another person? If there were another person that can take the position, we should reason, we should think. Why did Nnamdikanu not mention another person? Okay, give this person slot to come and broadcast on Radio Biafra if there were another person. Nnamdikanu told them this. They didn't do it. Radio Biafra becomes a platform for everybody. Once you can speak English, you can just miss English, cut and join. Radio Biafra becomes a child place, a child ground. So thank God that people have known Simon Ekpa even when Nnamdikanu was there. So Simon Ekpa stood on his ground, being a brave man. You know, there are some people that you cannot intimidate, you can shake anyhow. He stood on his ground. And he was doing exactly what he's supposed to do. That is why people find confidence. People were interested in him because they know that he is doing the right thing. And now they are accusing him of hijacking Biafra. How then did Simon Ekpa hijack? If you think you can do what he's doing, do it. People will come back to you. So what Simon Ekpa needs from us right now is encouragement, because believe me, that thing he is doing is not easy. I can tell from experience that now that I'm sitting here, my back is paining me. You will go and look for video, you make research, look for title, all those videos he display, he makes research, nobody is sending it to him. So please, my dear people, let us support him. Even if you think he's a sabo, upon all these things he's doing, they are calling him sabo. I was like, can a sabo, they said before, they were saying he was working for Nigerian government. How can you be working for somebody and you will be against somebody? If Simon Ekpa was working for Nigerian government, we would have seen it, no matter how he would try to hide it. So what he needs, if you don't like him, I don't have problem with that. So if you don't like him, just leave him. And my own is that if somebody tells you something about somebody, try to find out before you start judging or criticizing the person. My brother, you can continue. Please, if there's anybody that wants to call in, I have pasted the line there. You can call in and contribute.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you, my sister. You have spoken very well. It is so sad we have a kind of mentality mainly in that contraption called Nigeria. Nigeria mentality is the mentality that when they see somebody, immediately they see you, they are waiting for the day you will fail. When they see you, they will not be looking for the day you will succeed. They are looking for the day you will fail. That is why you see people, they will see a man that is married with his own wife, a genuine marriage. Mainly in the life of all the celebrities, you see a celebrity that is married. You will see somebody who come out and say, this one, maybe 2 years now they go divorce.
Of course.
He has already started praying for them for divorce. He will not be saying these people, they will succeed. Immediately he has seen a marriage, he will just start praying for divorce of that marriage immediately. When you ask him, why are you saying that? He say, I know them now. I know every one of that time. So because you have seen one or two that happen, now you see a new one, you are still wishing that person to fail. That is what they say in the case of Samuel Ekpa. Everybody going to say, they know he will betray. You don't know. Why don't you wait? Wait and let him fail. Wait, let us see him fail first. Wait. He has not failed yet. You say maybe in time to come we will see. Why don't you wait for us to see that time to come? Let us wait for that time to come. Wait until you see it. Instead of you now to pray, okay, you now that have known that he will fail, why don't you pray for him to stand firm? Why don't you pray for him and say, pray that he will not fail? For now, he has not failed, but pray that he will not fail. These are the kind of things we are seeing on daily basis. And it pains me much when I see people who are supposed to know better falling into this very problem, falling into this kind of a thing. That is why I'm very disappointed of that very video I saw. That's why I spoke about it. Now, coming to the issue of Malami and his resignation. I have seen that very post about Malami resignation and that, but I'm trying to see him speak. I'm trying to see it. Now I want to see him speak about it by himself. Because these people are very cunning. These people are very cunning. They are very devilish and very cunning. They can never be straight in their word. Even as you have seen them, they will go and write it. Tomorrow he will deny, he say he has not resigned. If tomorrow he go for governorship and he didn't succeed, he will run and come back. We know that he is fighting to be a governor. I think it's from Bauchi State. He wants to be the Bauchi State governor. And for him to run for the governorship effectively, he has to resign. But now I believe he's testing the waters. That is why the media are not parading on this. They are not interviewing him. They're not talking about it so that tomorrow he can deny and say he didn't resign. Because we know he would like to use that his very position to intimidate every other opposition. Already. He has already planted his own men everywhere. He's the one that is in charge of the EFCC. The person in charge of the EFCC, he is his own boy, I mean his cousin. He's in charge. In that judiciary side, he has a lot of people he has planted. Tanko technicality, he's the one that put in there. The Chief Justice of the Federation, he's the one that put in. So many other places. In Asorock, he has his own people there. So Malami and his trick and his game he's playing, he's just playing the game to be able to get more impunity. He wants to get more impunity in the aspect of governor. When he becomes a governor, nobody will take him to court because he has committed so many crimes. He has committed so many crimes, and the case of Abba Kyari is going to indict him. Abba Kyari case is going to indict Malami. That is why he's trying to run for a governorship, so that when he runs his governor, his immunity will cover him. He will have immunity that will cover him. They will not involve him. They will not take him to court. At least he will enjoy that immunity for 8 years. That is where he's running to. Because the Chief Justice of the Federation doesn't have that immunity. When the case of Abba Kyari starts, it is going to pull him down and it is going to affect him. I believe that is what he's trying to protect. Now he's going to run for a governor, so that he can use his immunity of a governorship to still stay alive for the next 8 years. But Chukwu Okeke is watching. Every one of them who has fought against Biafra to see that we do not stand. Every one of them who is standing against Nnamdikanu, who has stood to work to go and kidnap Nnamdikanu from Kenya and send it to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition and say suffering Nnamdikanu today, they will all pay dearly. It doesn't matter where they try to hide. It doesn't matter where they try to hide. They will pay dearly. They will pay. And the Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, will pay. Let him go and be a governor. Let him go and run anything he wants to run. He will pay. After that 8 years, what next? If he succeeds in being a governor, what next? What next? He knows already that his Attorney Generalship will end this year. His Attorney Generalship will end this year. After 2020, in 2023, when the new president comes, if at all they succeed, when they give their new president, he will no longer be Attorney General of the Federation. By then, Biafrans are gone already. So now he wants to go and contest as a governor. He wants to contest, become a governor, and hold another immunity for another 8 years, so that they will not probe him. Because in the case of Abba Kyari, we bring him down. That is the case of Abba Kyari, we drag him. And that is what he's running for. That is what he's running for. He wants to go and be a governor so that the immunity will cover him for the next 8 years. All their games, that is how the contraption called Nigeria parades. That is why we say anybody, it doesn't matter your tribe or your religion or whatever you eat, and you're praying for Nigeria, you are praying for your death. Because Nigeria doesn't support anything good. Nigeria never supported anything good. Everybody in leadership in Nigeria, both their Attorney General of the Federation, their Chief Justice, their governors, their ministers, all of them are corrupt people, and all of them have corruption and blood in their hand. Every single one of them. And that is how British support people. If you're a genuine person, British will not support you. Britain will not support you if you're genuine. If your hands are clean and you're genuine, you cannot run for any position in Nigeria and you win. Never. It doesn't matter how. That is why when you see people thinking of they want to form a third force, they want to come and contest under PDP, you want to come and contest under APC, you're a genuine person, nobody will vote you in. Just like our brother Kingsley Moghalu. Anybody that knows Kingsley Moghalu and loves him should tell him to go and face his own business. If he has something to do, he should go and look for something to do. Stop disturbing himself about being president of Nigeria, because no party will give him no party will even give him a presidential candidate vote. No major party will give him that presidential candidate vote to primary. He can't even win primary. He can't even win primary of any major party. And the truth is that if you are not a member of APC or PDP, you can never win any post. You can't. You can't. What does that tell you? It tells you that the only solution is the solution of Nnamdikanu. Nnamdikanu is the only man who sees the solution. He didn't only see it and talk about it, he is working towards that solution. And the solution is a breakup. Solution is self-determination for every indigenous tribe. Self-determination is not a crime. It is not a crime. International law supports self-determination. African charter law supports it. Even Nigerian law supports self-determination. And Nnamdikanu have said it in his broadcast. Even when he was interviewed in Nigeria, while he was in Nigeria, he was interviewed by, I think, Channel Television or NTA. They interviewed Nnamdikanu. If he was going to get his self-determination through war, Nnamdikanu said he's not going to war. He's not going to get it through war, that he will get it through referendum. He said it. Nnamdi said he will free Biafra through referendum. Biafra will get their freedom through referendum. And referendum is not a crime. Referendum is not a call for war. In fact, referendum is the most legitimate way to settle issues politically. Any political issue you want to settle, the most legitimate way to settle political issue is referendum. That is why when you go to their House of Assembly, if you go to their House of Assembly, they will say yes or no. They will say yes, have it. What does that mean? That's the referendum. They say if you support, say yes. If you support, say no. And the people, the majority carry the votes. Yes, will have it. What is that? It's the referendum. The most legitimate way for people to solve issues. It happens in our families. It happens in our life in various places. The majority carry the vote. Nnamdikanu tells you, go and conduct referendum. Let the people of that contraption called Nigeria, Biafra, to let them decide where they want to belong. If at the end of the day, Biafrans say we want to remain in Nigeria, we remain there and die there, no problem. We remain there, we'll die there. Even let them conduct a referendum, let them rig it. Conduct a referendum, let them try to rig it the way they are rigging election. Let them try to rig it. Why is it that they let them to conduct it? Even let them rig it. Let's see. They will never allow that. The legitimate way, the most legitimate way and the most peaceful way to resolve political issue, they have refused it. Because Nigeria is a criminal country, a country that does not support anything that is genuine, a lawless country, a country that have institutionalized injustice in their constitution. 1999 constitution supports injustice. It supports injustice. How do you think you can get any better thing out of that? How do you think you can get anything good out of Nigeria with them following and swearing into 1999 constitution by force? a constitution that nobody voted for, a constitution that we did not write. And they started with a lie, we Nigeria. Their constitution started with a lie that we Nigeria agreed. Where did we agree? On which planet? And it is because every one of those is supporting that lie. That is why every single person is supporting lie. That is why even Soludo will come and lie. Soludo have come to run Anambra State, and he started with a lie. Soludo claimed that he doesn't know what Mazen Nnamdikanu is charged for. A big lie. You don't know what Mazen Nnamdikanu is charged for. And he stood a committee to go and find out what Biafran agitators are fighting for. That means Soludo claims he doesn't know what Biafra agitators are fighting for. A big lie. But in 2016, Soludo was in a platform speaking on behalf of Biafra. He talked about what we are fighting for. He told the world why Biafra agitation can never be stopped. Why Biafra is an ideology that can never be fought against. He even went further to say that if you want to manipulate the Biafra struggle to use it for political gain, that you cannot succeed. That the youth of this day cannot agree with you. Soludo said this in the platform on video. He talked about the plight of Biafra. Even the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdikanu. Soludo talks about the kidnap of Mazen, the first arrest of Mazen Nnamdikanu. The arrest of Mazen Nnamdikanu in 2015. Soludo talked about it, that it is illegal. That the detention of Mazen Nnamdikanu is illegal. That they have no right to detain Mazen Nnamdikanu. That same Soludo asked Soludo, have Mazen Nnamdikanu gotten justice in that very case? Has Mazen Nnamdikanu gotten justice? Is it not the continuation of that same case that Soludo was talking about? Is it not the continuation that made them go and kidnap Mazen Nnamdikanu? The same continuation of the case, that was why they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdikanu, and today they are still charging him again. And that same Soludo will come and tell you, say, he doesn't know what Mazen Nnamdikanu is charged for. He doesn't know why Biafran people are agitating. He don't know why we are sitting at home. A big lie. And you want to establish peace based on that lie. How can you tell me you want to make peace? How? Is it not better? If Soludo had a sense, it's even better that he pretend as if you don't know about Biafra. Pretend that if you don't even know that there are agitators. You can pretend as if you don't even know that there's not anything that calls sit at home. Continue running your government and do everything you want to do. It is better. Don't agitate for us. Don't talk on our behalf. Don't even ask for the release of Mazen Nnamdikanu. Pretend as if you don't know. Just face your governance. Face your government. Pretend as if you don't know that anything that like sits at home is existing. Continue your leadership. It is even better like that than for you to come and start from destroying the struggle. Soludo built his foundation on destroying the Biafran struggle. That is where he started. And that shows us that was the agreement he reached with the Fulani Caliphate. The agreement that he reached that made him to be a governor was to make sure he stopped the agitation for Biafra. That was the agreement. And that is why he's fighting tooth and nail to stop the agitation. He has gone up to the extent of calling us criminal. He called the agitators criminals. The same language the caliphate is using. That is the same language Obiano is using. That is to show you that even if Soludo was to be a governor when Obiano was there, Soludo will be the one to prescribe IPOB.
Of course.
Today he's prescribing us again by saying we are criminals. That means if he had a chance, he will prescribe us again. And somebody will come and tell me that no, Soludo wants to make peace. From which angle is he coming to make the peace? From which angle? From which angle? In his government, a place in Anambra State was bombed. Houses were burnt. Houses were destroyed. People were killed. Businesses were destroyed. Soludo did not make any comment about that. But he went to go and see the government properties that were destroyed. He went to see the government properties. But he never talked about the innocent Biafrans that were being killed. He never made any statement up to today about them. He never visited them. He never go and see the ground. How can you tell me that you want to make peace in such kind of a situation? How? When you are not speaking up for your own people, from every indication, you are just there for the Fulani Caliphate, pursuing one Nigeria. When you know that your people, what they want is self-determination. If you cannot fight along with them, pretend as if you're not seeing them. Don't demonize them. And today, what we are doing now is the next thing you will see is for them, for him to go and begin to go to Abuja to go and bring soldiers. Bringing soldiers from Abuja will be the next step he's going to take. He's already looking towards that direction. And you have seen people calling him out. Many traditionalists are calling him out. Many, those who call themselves as a wine and as a woman and prophet are calling him out, warning him on what is about to happen. Go online, you see many warning that is coming. Many revelations are coming, warning him about Anambra State, that he's going to be worse than who goes to the man. If care is not taken, he will be chased out of Anambra State. He cannot rule from Anambra State if care is not taken. It is too early. There is still time for him to retrace his step. There is still time for him to turn around. Even turn around and pretend as if you don't know about the Biafra struggle. Don't support it, but don't fight against it. Face your governance. Biafrans can handle their issue because we know what we want. We know what we want. It's no longer the time that you say that we don't know. We know what we want. We know what we're fighting for. Soludo knows how to get peace. If he sincerely wants peace, he knows how to get peace in Anambra State. If you want Anambra to be peaceful, he knows how to do it. And the only way to do it is to make sure you don't speak ill about Nnamdikanu. Allow that seat at home. Even if you cannot be able to release Nnamdikanu, leave the seat at home for them. Leave the seat at home for the Biafran people. They have chosen that day. They have chosen to sacrifice that day to make the world hear a voice. Since nobody is speaking on our behalf, we don't have any single politician, not even one politician. There was a video I share on my platform, which I have used on so many times for my program. A video where a senator in Ambazonia was speaking on behalf of his own people. In the Senate, he was challenging their Senate president in Ambazonia, challenging him that let him bring the soldiers to come and kill him first. Come and kill him. That anything that his people is standing for is what he's standing for. He challenged them to their face in their Senate, standing for their own people. How many senators have you seen in Biafra land have come on the Senate to talk about Biafra? They will not even come to make a case for IPOB. They are afraid of mentioning IPOB. They are afraid of mentioning Biafra. But these same people knew that their imposter, the late Muhammad Buhari, while Boko Haram was operating, late Muhammad Buhari was standing and defending Boko Haram openly. Boko Haram that you know that are a terrorist organization. A named terrorist organization, have been named by international communities. The whole world knows that they're terrorists, but Muhammad Buhari was standing and making a case for them. Muhammad Buhari flew all the way from the north to come and defend Boko Haram. And Boko Haram, even a terrorist group, appointed Muhammad Buhari as their spokesperson. Openly. Why Boko Haram was destroying lives and taking lives. You will see northern people coming out to say that any war against Boko Haram is war against the north. They were not saying it under the table. They were not doing it on the ground. They were not saying it on the ground. Today you see people say, I'm working on the ground. I'm working on the ground to free Nnamdikanu. I'm working on the ground. When Muhammad Buhari was defending Boko Haram, he was not defending them on the ground. He was saying it openly. But your own brother, who is not a terrorist, or your own brother, who is a human rights activist, who has not committed any crime, you cannot defend him openly. You tell me you're working on the ground. You're working on the ground. You cannot defend IPOB openly. You're defending on the ground. But even today, as the bandits are killing, the bandits, the same Boko Haram we are talking about, they are still defending them up to today. Openly, not on the ground. That is why they baptized them and gave them name bandits. They give them a baptismal name and name them bandits. Any place Boko Haram operate, they tell it's bandits. Look at the train they bomb. They cannot train the bomb. They cannot train the bomb. The government was so quick to come and tell you, say, bandits do the bomb, the bomb train. Who told them it's bandits? Boko Haram have claimed the responsibility that they are the one that bombed that train. Boko Haram have claimed that they are the one that bombed that train. But this is people they rename, they baptize them and tell us it's bandits. It is bandits. Any place Boko Haram operates, it is bandits. The next thing they will tell you that Boko Haram are repenting. They are repenting. Many of them are surrendering. The people that are surrendering are the same people who are kidnapped, who have kidnapped many people, kidnapped hundreds of people from that train. And they released their own brother, one of their politicians. They released him because he paid 100 million naira. 100 million naira cash. You saw it on video. I posted it on my page. 100 million naira they paid to the Boko Haram. Boko Haram made a video with that man openly. They didn't tell us that we are bandits. When they were making that with Boko Haram, they were the one that went for that operation. But their government continued to lie. They are still defending them. They are still defending openly, but our own side, our own southern brothers, our own southerners, our own fellow Biafrans, instead of defending their own brother, they will bring him to be killed. They are the ones who are telling us that Nnamdikanu is facing treasonable felony. It is Biafran people that are parroting that line that Nnamdikanu is facing treasonable felony. When they know that it is a lie, Nnamdikanu is not facing any treasonable felony anywhere. Nnamdikanu is not facing any case that we warrant capital punishment anywhere. They know it very well, but they will parrot that lie. Ask Seludo about agitation. Seludo will tell you that he's working on the ground. Every single politician, every governor, they say they are working on the ground. Including the leadership of IPOB, working on the ground. Everyone working on the ground. You are working on the ground, but when the northern people are fighting for their Boko Haram, for their terrorists, they fight for them openly. They don't work on the ground. But your genuine brother, you cannot speak openly for him. You are working on the ground. Shame. Shame on all of them. I pray that Chukwu Okuka Abiyama will guide and protect Nnamdikanu. And very soon he's going to join us. And every evil man and woman will be laid to rest. We have in a country that will defend, a country that will hit our chest and defend as our own. The battle of Nnamdikanu, the battle is not, he's not just fighting for the Igbos. He's not just fighting for the Biafrans. He's not fighting for the Southerners alone. He is fighting for every indigenous tribe in the contraption called Nigeria. That is what Nnamdikanu is fighting for. Every indigenous tribe. But because some people out of envy and jealousy, greed, they cannot be able to see it. Nnamdikanu, while he was with us, any place where there is intimidation, Nnamdikanu will speak. Because injustice against one is injustice against all. It doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your tribe, it doesn't matter your location. Once there is an injustice, Nnamdikanu will speak. Nnamdikanu have made a case for a Janjaweed man. He has made a case for a Northerner, made a case for a Southwesterner, made a case for a Biafran. He speaks up for everybody. Even people that hate him, when they are facing their challenges, he speaks. SH0CK that want Nnamdikanu dead. When they arrested SH0CK, Nnamdikanu was defending him and speaking on his behalf. Injustice against one is injustice against all. Today, you see all those who claim to be activists in Nigeria. How many of them is speaking on behalf of Nnamdikanu? How many of them do you go to their page and see them posting about the condition of Nnamdikanu, about the intimidation of Nnamdikanu, about the torture of Nnamdikanu DSS? How many activists? Except Showore, who again? But that is how it is. It will not make us to stop talking. You have to say, don't wait until it happens to you before you speak. You don't have to wait. When you see injustice against your own brother, when you see injustice against your fellow human being, you have to speak about that injustice. So that on your own day, somebody will speak on your behalf also. If you see injustice against another human being and you do not talk, on your own day, nobody is going to speak. Nobody will speak up on your behalf. Nobody will open up. That is why we have to wake up and speak up and do the right thing at all times. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you, my brother, for the wonderful narration. So I wanted us to talk about the killings in Anambra State, but because of what you are saying, you have already pointed at it. And the one I want us to deliberate upon, if there is somebody out there that wants to call, please call in. I don't know why our brother SH0CK is not here today. I hope all is well with him, or maybe he's not aware that we are coming online. I always like to have him here. So, my brother Chuk Survivor, you heard what this pastor Bakari, Pastor Tunde Bakari said about the Igbos. What do you have to say? I watched that video, I just laughed. Well, and some people, some of our Igbos brothers, they were claiming it too. Some were saying that truly Igbo was cursed. I was like, wow, so what do you have to say about that?
My sister, in the case of that man, Tunde Bakari, in the case of that man, Tunde Bakari have shown us that he's not a Christian. He is not a Christian. Tunde Bakari is not a Christian. If there is anybody that is cursed, it is him. He is cursed. He's cursed in the sense that he has fought to be a president so many times, he couldn't work. Even to be a vice president, he has tried so many times, it didn't work. He is cursed. That is why he himself cannot be the president of Nigeria. Because he has come to tell us that God said he will be president. Even this very 2023, he said it in his church, that God told him that he will be the president. It is because of his cause, that is why he cannot be president. So he's referring to himself. The man is not a Christian, as far as I know. This is a man who went and borrowed 4 billion naira to build a church. He went and borrowed 4 billion to build a mega church for us to see him as a mega man, so that the politician will come to him as one of the people who has a mega church. He could not pay. He could not pay. The bank wanted to take back the church. They want to seize the church. And that is why he's making noise, running to politicians. This same man now who is talking is supporting Tinubu. Tinubu that he knows by age, Tinubu is not qualified to even contest. If you talk of character and attitude, Tinubu is not supposed to. Tinubu is a fraudster. We don't know his means of livelihood. A former baron. Tinubu, his crime are very open. He's supporting him. And when you come to the issue of a Christian, how can you tell me that a man, how can you tell a man who doesn't have anything to do with us, cost us? What offense have we committed against Tafawa Balewa that make Tafawa Balewa to cost us? That is the question. What offense has the Igbos committed against Tafawa Balewa that will make you to say that Tafawa Balewa caused the Igbos? What has the Igbos done for Tafawa Balewa? If some people were engaged in a revolution, the people who went for the revolution that they called Igbo coup, they went for revolution, and in the process, Tafawa Balewa was killed. The revolution, was it the Igbo revolution? It was a Nigerian revolution. Some young military officers going for a revolution, and in the process, Tafawa Balewa lost his life. So where did Tafawa Balewa stand to begin to cause? Where did his cause stand? He didn't even cause the family of the person that killed him. He didn't cause the person. Now you are causing a whole entire Igbo. You are telling me that he caused a whole entire Igbo. What right does an uncircumcised Philistine has to cause the people of God? The Igbos, whether you like it or not, we are Israelites. That is our origin. It has been confirmed, not by wishes, not that because we wish. It has been, the DNA have been tested. The DNA tests have been done. It is on video to show that Igbos, we have a relationship with the Jews. We are Jews. We are Jews. And his own Bible, the Bible that he's holding, have told him that anybody that God have blessed, nobody can curse. The Bible told us that anybody God have blessed, nobody can curse. And the Jews are blessed. They are the chosen people of God. How can an uncircumcised Philistine curse the person that God has chosen? The firstborn of God. How can you be able to curse them? On what ground? How does that start? This is one of the areas where the jealousy is coming. You see all these people who are jealous. They are everywhere. They are among the politicians. Some of them are pastors. Some of them are GO. Jealousy for no just cause. This is how they show their jealousy. That was why one of the pastors, some time ago, he saw a pastor came and bound Igbo song in his church. Say that the Igbos want to hijack his church, that he banned Igbo song.
So that one was notice me. He wanted people to notice, and he got instant justice. It's
the same thing with this Bakare. What we give Bakare a God to come and begin to speak and say that Igbos are cursed. And for Igbo people who are buying into that very nonsense and speaking, you see, we Igbos, that a kind of mentality that Igbos have. And you see, to him, much is given, much is expected. When you talk about the contraction called Nigeria, the people that are holding Nigeria today are Igbo. They have the greatest, they are the most outspoken people. They are majority everywhere. It's just like this Biafra struggle. You see people, some people who call themselves agitators. They accuse Igbos. Igbos are this, Igbos are this, Igbos are betrayers, Igbos are this. Let me tell you, in this struggle, you see many people saying it, even Igbo people. They will promote it. Igbos are agitators, Igbos are betrayers, Igbos betray themselves, Igbos are this. In the struggle that we are in, without any doubt, check it, 90% of the people who are in the struggle are Igbos. 90% who are in the struggle, who are making wave in the struggle, they are Igbos, 90%. And if there are to be a challenge in that very struggle, do you expect to have challenge from the other 10%? Are you expect to notice challenge from other 10%? Of course, you are going to notice you are going to notice anything you want to notice from the 90%. Anything they do, you will notice it. Then does that translate that Igbos are betrayers? It doesn't translate to that. It doesn't translate to that. It doesn't translate to Igbos being betrayer. When you talk of betraying, there are betrayers everywhere. Even in families, you see families betraying themselves. You see brothers betraying brothers, sisters betraying, even husband betraying wife. Across every tribe, it doesn't matter the tribe, across every tribe, including in the white man land, including the white man. Judas, was he the black man? Judas, is he not a Jew? Judas that betrayed Christ. Is he not a Jew? There are so many stories of betrayal in the Bible. Are they Biafrans? Betrayers are everywhere. But when you are addressing it, talk about that very person. Anybody that do an act of betrayal, speak about that person. That is why I tell people every time, stop demonizing people. Stop bringing religion or tribe into issues. Stop bringing tribe. When somebody commits an offense, address that person, as an individual. Address that very crime that the person as an individual. Don't begin to bring the person's tribe into that very time, because it's not going to do any good. Don't bring the tribe. That is what the caliphate used to succeed in suppressing the Igbos. That is what the caliphate used in bringing enmity to make the whole tribes in Nigeria. That was what they used to make them hate the Igbos, because of what they perceived that the crime that one person committed. They used it to paint everybody in that tribe as evil, and people bought into that idea. And that is why they are talking down on, some people are still talking down on Igbo. And it was only Nnamdikanu that was able to break through that very barrier. Nnamdikanu was able to break it, and people begin to see reason why we have to come together as one. But today you see people going back to that very thing that we have left behind. So people are still going back to it. You see people who are supposed to be agitators, in their platform, they'll be telling that Igbos are betrayers, Igbos are Igbos. But up to today, even as we are talking today, the people who are holding the struggle are Igbos. As you are talking about the betrayers, what about people who are making wave? People who are making wave today, they are still Igbos. Simon Ekpa we are talking about today. Simon Ekpa, who is she? Simon Ekpa is an Igbo man. He's an Igbo man. Majority of the people who are making the greatest donation, who are holding ground, who are doing meaningful things, both men and women, they are still Igbos. In the same manner, you still have some Igbos who are betraying. So don't generalize, don't begin to capitalize, use that people's name. When you see a betrayer, call them out by their name, not by their tribe. Not by their tribe. Call them out by their name. Betrayers are everywhere. Betrayers are in all tribes. Betrayers are in all religion. Betrayers are in all ethnicity, in all nations. They are always everywhere. But when you want to deal with the issue of betrayal, call out that person by his or her name. Don't begin to generalize it. So anybody you see begin to follow the step of Tunde Bakare is one of the cost people. One of the cost people, because Biafrans are blessed people. They are not cost. How can you say Biafrans are cost? People who fought a war against the whole world, against the world powers for 3 years, and they survived. If they were cost, do you think they can survive that war? 3 good years, empty-handed, without any weapon from anywhere. They survived. After that war, everything they had in the bank was seized, no matter how many billion. And then before that war, Biafrans were the richest. Biafrans were the richest in Nigeria. They were the richest in Nigeria. The father of our internal leader, Dim Odumogojukwu, was the richest man at that time. The richest man at that time. So many Biafrans were the richest. After the Civil War, they seized all those wealth. For every billion and million you have in the bank, they gave you 20 pounds alone. 20 pounds for every Biafran that have money in the bank. No matter the amount you have in bank, they give you 20 pounds. With that 20 pounds, today, Biafrans have transformed back again to hold the economy of that contraption called Nigeria. They are still in charge. They are still in charge of the economy today, after they have been relegated to the background. Today, they are in charge. And you call those people cost people? You are calling them cost people? With the amount of people you killed in the Civil War, more than 5 billion, and you are still killing up to today. Their population is still growing. They are still everywhere making waves. You have denied them your leadership in your contract called Nigeria, denied them important posts. Still yet, they go around the world, they hold important posts all over the world. They are still making waves. They are still making difference. And you call those people cost people? You call them cost people? Where did he get such kind of a word from? From which kind of spirit would reveal that kind of a thing for him? Which kind of a spirit? If there is anybody who is cost, it is he himself, because he has pursued vice president so many times he could not get vice president. He have prophesied and told us that God said he will be a president. He's not even bold enough to come and contest this time around. If it's not cost, how can you go and borrow a money in the bank? How can you go and borrow 4 billion in the bank to build a church if you're not cost? If you're not cost, you will not do that, because Bible told us that a borrower is a subject to the lender. A child of God is not supposed to borrow. A borrower is a subject to lender. You that call yourself a general overseer, a man of God, you went and borrowed money, 4 billion that you cannot be able to pay. Are you not cost? Only a cost man can do such a thing. And he left all this thing, and he was boldly coming out to come and talk down on the blessed people of Igbo Biafrans. I pray that he repents from whatever he has said. If he doesn't repent, that curse that is upon him will continue to be upon him, and it will extend to his generation unborn. He just touched the wrong part. He just talked the wrong part. I pray that he will retrace his step and ask for forgiveness, apologize openly before he can be able to get forgiveness. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much, my brother. And I also want to use this opportunity to encourage us, anybody who believes in truth, who loves Nnamdikanu, who believe in Biafra, is not yet over until it is over. But I know that at the end of the day, victory will be ours. Now, if you are praying for Nnamdikanu's freedom, and Biafra freedom, you are praying for your own freedom. Look at what is going on in Nigeria. Look at the condition of things. No electricity, no good road, no good hospital, nothing, no good schools. If you school in Nigeria, when I came here, I supposed to practice with my profession, but no, you have to do extra 3 years course for you to solidify your certificate. Is this not an embarrassment? But if somebody from here who learned ordinary mechanic come to Nigeria, they will give him or her the best position. Why the qualified person that's supposed to be there, they value outsiders more than their own. Why are they telling you to redo what you have already studied in your country? Because they know that they don't believe in the country. They know that it's a fraud. It's a fraud country. Somebody from America cannot come here and you tell them to redo their course. They have to undergo 3 years, 2 years course before their certificate will be the same level with your own. But when you come from Nigeria, if you like, be a medical doctor, be anything you wish, you think you have in Nigeria. When you come here, they will reduce you to nothing. You have to undergo course apart from studying the language, which is normal. But I'm talking about your certificate. That's why some of us who are married, who came here, I came here to join my husband. When you look at yourself, you ask yourself, what type of life is this? What type? You are a graduate, you are a master's degree holder. When you come here, they will reduce you to nothing because of the country you are coming from. And somebody is telling me that we should stay in. Many people that are dying in Nigeria, they're not supposed to die. Somebody will undergo ordinary pie operation that you will close your eyes here, they will do it, you will go. Somebody will go there and die. Just because of what? No facility, no qualified professionals. All the doctors, qualified doctors practicing in US, in Europe, they are from Africa, they are from Nigeria. None of them would like to come back there because if they come, they will not value them. If you don't know somebody, nobody will give you work. So if you want a better life for yourself, for your children, please support this. At least this Biafra agitation will open the eyes of Nigeria. If Biafra should come, Nigeria will be emulating from us. Then everybody will live a better life. But if you join those who think that everything is good for them, everything is okay for them, they don't need it, they don't need the other one, because they have the money that they can enjoy presently, they don't even think about the future of their children, their future generation, then don't pray for Nnamdikanu's release. Nnamdikanu is not fighting for himself, he's fighting for me and you and our entire generation, because he came out and he saw the way things are supposed to be. If we should have at least, let me not say 24 hours electricity, if at least Nigeria can have 10 hours electricity without interruption, is it a bad thing? If you have good healthcare system, is it a bad thing? If you have a good road, is it a bad thing? If you have a good educational system, is it a cause? Is it a cause? Many people die because they are looking for visa to travel to other countries to go undergo surgery. When those in power, when they are sick because they have money, their private jet is there, immediately film, they will fly them to Europe, America, they will go and treat themselves and they will come back and wait for you. But a poor man who doesn't have anything will suffer and die. And you are saying this, people are saying you are doing nonsense. Nnamdikanu is a fool. Well, I will leave everybody to think about this. I will leave me myself. I like my place. I like Igbo land. I like Biafra land. I wish to go there. I wish to go there. Because when you are traveling to other countries, especially these countries that doesn't speak your language, you need to learn their language. You can never feel happy. You can never fit into the society. You can never fit in there because you have already bred yourself. You have already, prepare yourself for something, only for you to travel and somebody will change it just because of the language and their system. If I'm in Nigeria, if I'm in Biafra land now, I would have become what I want to be. But you see, when you are against Biafra, you are changing the destiny of your children and your generation. So you that is watching me, I want you to think about it. Do you still want us to remain in perpetual slave? And believe me, Nnamdikanu is the only man that the Fulani is fears. Fulani is fears. The only man that shake Buhari. The only man that shake the evil people in Nigeria. If something happens to it, I saw what SH0CK wrote. He said that if Southeast politicians try and succeed in bringing Nnamdikanu down, that Igbos will remain perpetual poor, which is truth. Because if you have a brother that is very strong, that is fearless, when you go outside and look for trouble, and maybe people want to fight you, one person will say, you want to fight this person? Have you forgotten that his brother? Because of your brother, they will leave you. So let's say they eliminate Nnamdikanu. Who are they going to be afraid of? Now, as it is, anything they are making now, they should be considering, because they know that there is somebody that will come and attack them. When there is nobody that is pitying them, they will do what they want. They will do what they want. So these are the things. I'm just leaving all these things for you to think about it. For you that is against Biafra struggle, you that is against Nnamdikanu, you that is against Simon Ekpa, which means you want Biafra to go. Nnamdikanu is there now. He is powerless. He cannot do anything. He can't even help himself. His help depends on God and from us. So like Ambazonia, and I know that you people know that their main president, Chuba, is not their main president. Their main president is in the detention, but this person is acting. So in a situation where by there is no other person that can do what the other person is doing, which means we are powerless. If Simon Ekpa stop his program now, if Simon Ekpa stop now, okay, tell me, because I have not seen any other platform that, apart from Chuk Survivor, and you know that Chuk Survivor is just few people that knows him. He have not gone viral. And also Biafra Unite, yeah, Biafra Unite is also doing well. But everybody, I say everybody have the aspect. Simon Ekpa is very good in exposition. He can expose, he can bring that in there, just like Nnamdikanu. What you think that nobody can see, he will bring it out and tell you, my friend, this is what you did, and you'll be ashamed of yourself. And this is how Nnamdikanu come about exposing the activities in the Nigerian government. So what we need right now, if you know the areas that you can fit in, that you can support this struggle, do it, rather than criticizing, hating, judging, doing unnecessary things. If you know you cannot sit down and broadcast the way we are doing, you cannot look for video, you cannot create a platform, what should you do? When you see, just like this broadcast, you see it, you pass it across, you are doing your own job. Yeah, you are doing your own job by notifying people, by making people to see this. This is your own job. You need to do it. Send it to your WhatsApp group, send it to your Facebook page, send it to any contact of people you know who believe in Biafra. Oh, look at what is happening. Look at the stage we are right now. The people will watch it. Like this video, you people think it's not only Nigeria. Sometimes my white friend, they call me, oh, we saw you. What is this issue of Biafra? Why are they killing them? Before you know it, this is how it's going. So everybody have work to do. Don't say, oh, I cannot talk, or I cannot. You cannot talk, but you can share, you can watch. So at this juncture, I think we have spoken at length. I'm going to free our brother. Like I said before, this is my brother. He is working, he believes in truth. He believes in truth. Even people who are lying against Simon Ekpa, he has been there defending, trying to correct them, because I don't know how people reason. You just hear something about somebody, who just jump in. I was watching your live stream, your program. I think it was in Mazi Achebe's stream, where they were attacking Simon. But people would just watch something, just like you reading a novel. You have not finished watching reading the novel. You start concluding. There's what is called suspense. You have to continue. That suspense needs to keep you going until you finish it. When you finish it, you drag your conclusion. They were saying, criticizing Simon Ekpa. My brother was there telling them, look at what happened. Go and watch this video. I watched the video you are criticizing now. That is how you should do. When somebody tells you something about somebody, try to make your own investigation. Take your time. If somebody say Linda is a thief, this Linda is a liar, she doesn't know what she's saying, what should you do? Go back and watch the video and start watching me, and see if I am walking in the path of what I have been accused of. If Simon Ekpa is a saboteur, the way they call him, if he's a criminal by now, you cannot hide truth forever. No matter how you try, the truth cannot be hidden forever. Within your attitude or this thing, we have psychologists. They can dictate it. So, my dear people of Biafra, I thank you for joining this program. I thank you for sharing, and I thank those who will watch this video later. This our brother here, Chuk Survivor. This is the name of his platform, both on Facebook and YouTube. He lost his mother last 2 weeks. That is why we couldn't come online, because I couldn't bear it. I couldn't bear it. I know how it felt for you to lose your beloved mother. is not easy. So I said I will mom with him for 2 weeks before we come here. So he will do live this evening. He does live every day. If there is any way you can support him, please do. There is one thing in Igbo when we are small, even up to now, when somebody dies, if I always hear my mother, I will say, Itolo obumma. I one day I called my mother, I said, what is obumma? My mother said that this is what they pay to support the person, so that as you are paying it, you are paying for yourself. When the person give up, other people will pay for you. So this word is obumma. As you are looking at somebody lifeless, your mind should be telling you that one day you will be like that. But what we are praying to God is that let us get old before we die. Before and more. That is what everybody is praying for. But death is inevitable. Death, whenever it knocks, it doesn't even want to know whether you are opening the door. The death can open the door by himself. It can come in anytime, any day. It doesn't need your permission. But what we are praying to God is that we should live long, just like he promised us, before will give us hope. So my dear brother, Chuk survivor, in the presence of everybody here, I render my condolence to you. And I pray that you are a man, you are a strong man. You are very, very strong. If it is me, well, you are a strong man, you are a man, you acted like a man. And I give you credit for that. And I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who has been controlling you, who has been there for you, will also console you and give you all that you need. Yeah, I know it hurts for us to lose our beloved mother, but we cannot question God. Sometimes people say, God, why? We don't have any right to question God. God created me and you. He gave us this life. So he have right to take it anytime that it pleases him. So my condolence to you. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama gbaa gị ume, and may souls of your mother rest in peace. Thank you for coming in today. And please, in the evening, I would like you to join him. Join him, support him in any way that you can. As na onye na-akwa ozu na-akwa onwe ya. Normally, I don't supposed to say this, but our people always like us to say before they would do. So I want to appreciate everybody. Please share this program, give it a like, and until we meet again in our next program. Thank you, my brother Chooks. I will join.
Don't forget, try and remind them about the fundraising today, the ESN fundraising. They're having fundraising today for ESN. So anybody who wants to support the fundraising for ESN is going on today. Follow the link. You can follow the link. Simon Ekpa is going to connect the link. It's happening, I think, by 7 or so.
Okay.
By 2 p.m. So
okay.
Biafra should join and support the ESN.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Biafra. See you next week.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Be
Python dance on Python dance too. Now Python dance it too. Una boogie man. Nnamdi win the war. Python dance on Python dance too. Now Python dance it too. Una boogie man. Nnamdi go onye do I call. Omeri onirizu. Abakare. Ura boogie Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python dance one, Python dance two. Now Python dance it three. Ura boogie Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python dance one, Python dance two. Now Python dance it three. Ura boogie Nnamdi.
Thank you, my lovely people. We'll meet again next week, Saturday by 2 p.m. Exactly the time we started today. Do have a nice weekend ahead.